Hey everyone, welcome back to Power Rangers Faerie Arcana Force for our penultimate episode. Before we dive right back into the combat we left off on, let's go around and introduce everyone. Say your name, your pronouns, character name, character pronouns, and what color you are. And we'll start with the amazing Simi.
Hi everyone, I'm Simi Ray, pronouns she, they. I will be playing Noah Lane, pronouns she, her, the Green Fairy Arcana Ranger.
Perfect. Arc.
Hello, everyone. I am your lighthouse keeper, lore rider, beacon onto all beacons, arc or arc light court. Normally your gridmaster. Tonight I'm not. I am playing Warren Andros, the blue winter sphinx fairy arcana force ranger.
Perfect. Gus.
I'm Gus, he, him. They're playing Bara Danavani, also him. Your yellow Sherry Arcana Force Ranger, because I think it's Lizard Dragon. That's what it is. Yep.
And Javante.
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binary fighters, and hellions of all walks of life. I am Javante. I'm playing, well, pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Trini. Pronouns she, her. Your pink spring Phoenix Fairy Arcana Force Ranger.
Awesome. And I'm Paige, aka Blue Cleric. I will be playing everyone else, but more specifically, tonight I will be playing both Goldar and Frankie Oliver, the now possessed by Teen Titan Fae Prince Arcanite Ranger. So, before we
Hate
dive into
all
the
of
combat,
that.
why don't we have one of you do a recap? Because this is the penultimate episode. I'm gonna let our other Gridmaster do it. So take your finger off your nose.
I was like, oh, I'm going to get it. They're not going to beat me. So last episode, we had trying to come across ways to save some of the other rangers who had been kidnapped by Queen Titania in order to begin a ritual to siphon all magic, destroy the world, end everything, normal Power Rangers villain kind of stuff. Warren accidentally gave the blue Arcanites power to them, thinking that they were healing or protecting Noah after they were taken, which ultimately led to the 24-hour on watch, on guard through the night of what might happen as this ritual takes place. We got some rest. Warren built some stuff for the rest of the team, built himself his own secret weapon when the doppelganger attacked the football game at Angel Grove High. We fought. Warren depowered the doppelganger for a second, beat the shit out of the pixies that were there with them, started fighting the doppelganger. We had the pink Mighty Morphin Ranger show up to help us out, firing arrows from the top of the stands, while the rest of us were all morphing and doing our thing. Warren also got the killing blow on the doppelganger in that time frame, stopping them from teleporting away, freezing them and shattering them. But in that moment, they also summoned Goldar, which sucks immensely. Barrow ran up, is currently standing on their shoulder, punching them in the face with their hands on fire. Trini got knocked out over by the stands coming back from morphing, and Noah's on a hell streak because they didn't get to kill the doppelganger, but they're going to let their anger out somewhere here as Frankie appeared from around the stands as well, morphing into this new monstrosity of the King Titan Arcanite Ranger. I'm going to beat the shit out of him. I did it for 25 episodes. I'm going to do it again now.
Wow. Okay. Not gonna specifically go for Warren or anything now. But yeah, as Frankie stands in front of you guys, morphed in this new form, which is like kind of how Lord Draken's morph looks, with the like corrupted leaves and veins of like a Fey Ranger, with a broken wing over the left side and a broken antler stack across the right side. And as he starts walking towards you, you see both of those plates from the armor on his chest expand. The feathers crawl down his left arm, wrapping around his arm into very familiar mercurial monk wraps, while the stag horns start to cover the right arm, and the right arm starts to grow in size until it's almost dragging behind him. Well,
I ain't scared.
I believe you all are already on initiative, but let me roll initiative for Frankie.
Does someone have the license plate to the lightning bolt that just punched me in the face?
Frankie rolled a.
I-
Where's my D2?
Run next time.
What do you mean?
Frankie rolled a 15. His dexterity is definitely higher than Barrow, so he'll be before Barrow.
630 is what?
Frankie's speed is 8.
Mine's 9.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, okay then. I
You're
stand
getting
corrected.
slow, old man.
Okay, so with that, Frankie will start off an initiative as he comes into surprise attacks Trainee. As you see his weapons form after Trainee bounces across the crowd a little bit from the punch and just stands and looks across the battlefield. Let me see. Simi was near. Noah was near where the Changeling was. I believe also Warren was in the same area. And then Bara is up on Goldar's shoulders. So you guys see a flash of silver light as Frankie dashes forward and lands in between both Noah and Warren. And he's going to take his 2 attacks, 1 on each of you. What are your guys' toughness for?
17.
My toughness currently is a 19.
Okay. So, how do I roll? I don't remember what Frankie's dice. Oh, yeah, it's D10 at advantage. That's right. Okay. I'm sorry, Simi. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to roll the skill die because I don't need to. Well, I guess I could see if it's higher. Simi, I just rolled a nat 20 on both die for Frankie's attack on you. And that's not going to hit you though. Art, that's going to be a 14.
Okay.
So Simi, there's a flash of silver light. You guys see Frankie's form tower over you. He swings the giant fist over at Warren and kind of is off balance from like moving so quickly and misses as Warren's able to duck. But as he spins around with a spinning bat fist, clocking you across the jaw for 6 points of damage.
Welp. I am unmorphed now because that rocks my life.
Yeah, you guys all see a flash of silver, 2 quick movements, and the next thing you guys look, you see an unmorphed Noah bouncing across the football field, severely hurt, got down to 1 HP since you demorphed. It will take you, I believe, a turn or 2 before you can remorph again, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But with that, let me see, what does Frankie have?
Just run, she says.
Frankie is going to spend some power points here. And you're going to see what looks like liquid mercury start to cover their form. And he reaches a hand out to spend the personal power point to activate the benefit of mercurial monk form, which will increase Goldar's AC by 2. His toughness goes up as you feel this liquid underneath you, Bar, as this like silver mercury starts to form over the stone golem of Goldar.
Counter spell.
Give me the roll. You're gonna have to beat Frankie's tech roll of his own, which you're probably a lot higher than Frankie at a tech roll, but it's only a D4 for Frankie. Frankie learned a little bit from Dior and Billy, but not enough. It's a 5.
21 with an 8 on the D8.
Okay. Yeah, so he transforms into his mercurial form, goes to do that, and as it starts to form around Goldar and you raise a hand, it just shatters off of Goldar's form. He also lets Avernus too. Okay. Noted. You'll die first.
You and me.
And it is an initiative that would make it Goldar's turn, since Frankie is below Bara. Goldar is going to take 2 attacks at disadvantage because you're on his shoulders, so he has to try to reach up and swing at you. So
Bang.
it's going to be... this will be toughness because you literally can't dodge from his shoulder. So a 10 on the first one. And a 14 on the second one. Both miss?
15.
Yep. You're on his shoulders. He can't get a good reach on you. He's like stabbing his sword up, but he can't even see where you're at, really. He just kind of like blindly attacks you. As we move back to the top of initiative with Warren.
Let's see how much Frankie enjoys this. I need an acrobatics skill test from Frankie.
Okay.
The DC is 15.
That is speed base, so that will be an advantage for Frankie. And the DC 15.
Yep.
That's the 18 on the die and a D4 4, so it's 22.
So unfortunately, Warren goes to create the like jagged ice out of the ground around Frankie and isn't able to get him with that. But as one of my free actions, I'm going to use Helping Hand.
Okay.
Is Trini within the, I believe it's 60 feet?
Yeah, definitely. Trainee's probably about 20 feet to the right of you. Bounce the opposite direction from what Noah just bounced across. They're both prone at the moment.
Noah and Trini heal by 2 points.
Thank God.
Ooh. I'll say with that healing, you can morph on your turn, Noah.
Thank heavens.
It will, if you have, it will cost you your free action.
That is perfectly fine.
Anything
But
else?
with that, anywhere that Frankie starts like turning to observe anything, Warren's just like moving right in front of his vision every time.
Yeah, because as your ice burst go off, you don't see necessarily Frankie dodge it as much as like his fist is already so close to the ground that you see the stag gauntlets just like pincer into the ground and hold him in place.
But with us having the same speed stat, I'm just every time he like turns his head to observe something, I just want to be right in front of his face.
I forgot a very fun person to be at this battle while Frankie shows up is here. As we move to Frankie's aunt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's gonna be fun. As you just hear from the stands, Frankie, snap out of it. I don't want to hurt you.
I do.
As you see, she shoots off 2 arrows, and Frankie doesn't even look and just bats them aside. Go back home to Philly. I don't want to take JJ's mother from him. And we move over to Noah. Noah, you are in so much pain.
I'm hurting.
You feel like you might have lost a few teeth. Your jaw's probably a little cracked at the moment, but you're alive, and you feel some of that start to mend itself as you feel a boost of blue grit energy.
Trini, I take back what I said. And and then I'm obviously going to use my action to morph or quick morph back.
Okay, cool. So use your free action to quick morph, so you will lose some personal power points since you quick morphed. But that does leave you your action since you quick morph. So is there anything else you want to do as you get up? You have half your movement because you are prone.
Okay.
And you're about 25 feet from Frankie and about 15 feet from Goldar.
Is any... I just want to... I'm thinking. Yeah, no, I just want to back up, just away.
Okay. You can take half your movement and move away from them.
Yes, Noah's brain is move.
You guys see a flash of green light, and then you see Noah just kind of limp backwards. kind of stumbling a little bit as they go. And we move over to Trini, also on the ground on the other side, but still morphed. Also feeling that wintry blast of blue grid energy wash over you.
Oh,
Chew 5 gum.
Honestly, that's what it is. No, it's like that commercial with like
how
the
it
just
feels to
intense
chew 5
blast.
gum, gets punched in the face, and then immediately feels better. I'm going to stand up. Okay. Okay. All right. And she's going to knock 3 arrows into one shot and is going to let out a volley directly at Frankie.
Good.
Because you punched me in the face.
Frankie's toughness is currently at 23.
No.
That's just that was his level 5 toughness for Great Ranger. I didn't boost anything. That's just what Frankie's toughness is.
My targeting is high. I can do this.
Don't forget you have an upshift to targeting from Warren.
Right, I do. Give me more dice. There we go. Plus, I have a couple other things. I'm making sure that all my stuff is ready. Yeah. I have a question on something.
Oh,
No.
before you make your attacks, because I just remembered Frankie has this. Let me read the exact wording of this. Yes. He has the ability to move like a song from the Green Ranger character sheet. So the first attack that targets the next round is a snap. So your first roll will be a disadvantage.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But the other 2 are normal.
Never thought I'd see the day that would be turned against us.
Frankie is a Green Ranger.
I know. I know.
That was the one ability I kept when he changed to silver was survival boon. That was the one I decided to keep because it's so good.
Does me standing from prone count as a move?
Yeah, it's half your movement.
Damn you. Fine. That's okay. I don't have to have it. Take the lowest.
Okay.
I have to take the lowest because of this. How fucking ever. I got a 20. My lowest die was my D4.
So you got a dirty 20 on the first attack?
I got a dirty 20 on the first roll.
So the first one misses.
I'm going to roll again.
Now these ones are normal rolls.
I hate this.
The funny thing is I didn't really make a character sheet for Frankie, the evil Frankie. This is just Frankie from Arcanite at level 10, like you guys.
This 22.
Just misses.
Fuck
Frankie's
you.
at 23 right now.
Last volley. Son of a bitch.
So pretty much the same thing that just happened with Cat as he just smacks the arrows away as you fire a volley at him.
You hear him like that half a mile away. Fuck's sake!
Just stay down. This will be over quickly. You're just delaying the inevitable.
You know, if you were a better ranger, you wouldn't have gone over to the dark side, right?
Whoa.
My queen has a lot to offer. What can I say?
You're susceptible and weak.
If I remember correctly, one of your own was in our company very briefly as well.
But they came back.
Yeah, because they're dumb to not realize the power that they were granted. In Bara, it is your turn. As you are still sitting on top of Goldar.
Here's a question. Can you upshift past the D12?
Yeah.
Yes.
It goes to 2d8 and then 3d6, and then it gets into weird territory, but we'll see if you get to that point.
Okay, because technically I'm going to end up 3 above a D12 if I decide to spend a personal power, so I need to know where it goes.
3 above a D12? One
Yeah.
second.
Because apparently I have a strike bonus thing
Auto
I can spend a
success.
first power on, and I don't remember what. Really?
Yeah, I
Yes,
need to read
becomes an auto
exactly
success.
what the auto
I'm gonna
success
save that for
is.
Frankie. All right.
Yeah, because it
I'll
goes
keep them power
D12,
points.
2D8, 3D6, auto success, and then critical success.
Yeah, that's what I need to figure out is the difference. Let me.
Because I get a D12 because I'm upshifted from you, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Because I'm from a D10, I go to a D12, and then I can spend a personal power on strike, which ups me 3 off ships at if I'm
Oh,
reading
put
it
you
right.
at-
Okay.
No, 2 up ships.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
auto
2
success,
upshifts, 5 and 8.
auto success means you can choose not to
5 and 8.
roll, and you succeed with the minimum of whatever the DC
It's not
is.
auto success. It's the one right below it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it'd be 3d6 then.
It's not. Yeah, sorry. I
No,
was
you're good.
reading. There was a number 1 there, and I thought it was 3 things.
You
All right.
are totally
So,
fine.
Frankie does a triple attack, tries to box Goldar's ears and elbow him in the top of the head.
Okay, you're gonna stay on top of him, just keep laying into him.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, make 3 attacks with advantage because you were on his freaking shoulders.
I already have advantage. It's speed-based skill.
Okay, perfect.
Means I have to click many things while rolling these.
Love it for you. Goldar's AC is a 20, or toughness, I should say, is 20.
Let's go D20. Damn it. This is the first one.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. 24 in second.
24, that hits. And last one.
Entirely too many buttons. Ah, wow, really?
Other miss.
Yeah, 19 in the second one last.
Okay.
Wait, why is I thought what's the skill number?
Your skill, whatever your highest skill dice is.
Unless you're specialized in your power weapon, then
Are you rolling in the chat?
Yeah. Oh, I just rolled shit. Got it.
No, it
That's
rolled
fine.
it. Yeah, it rolled them all.
Yeah, I rolled shit.
damn.
I have D12 and the
Yeah.
highest I got was a 4.
Yeah, I see that. That you missed barely on 2 misses. So what?
Well,
so
that's 6 fire damage for Goldar.
okay, so sits. It is halved because he is stone, but it's, ooh, he's down to 1 after that. So he only had 4, so he's down to 1. So you see the fire start to melt at the stone of his golem form, and we are back to Frankie. Okay, so you see some stuff start to shift on Frankie's suit as the morpher buckle part of the suit shifts as he's going to switch to his charged up mode. You're going to see a burst of green energy infuse his form as he activates his ninja power. And he's going to spend 2 personal power points to pop out, and also a shield over the wraps on his own to match Warren's power shield, bringing his toughness to 25. So I only need to spend the points for the shield right now because he is in his mercurial form. And then he's going to make some attacks here. So we are going to take 2 attacks on our buddy Warren here, since he is the only one within range at the moment. First attack is going to be to try to grapple you.
Okay.
Second attack is going to be to bash you in the face with the shield. So, first attack, it's upshifted because of that and that, bringing it to 2d8 at advantage. That's a shitty roll, though. That's only 15.
Misses.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 on the d8s.
Misses.
So he misses the grapple and then comes back around to that's gonna hit. 19, 25, 28. So he goes to grapple, you dodge past the antlers, and then as soon as you come up from ducking underneath, just right in the jaw with the shield, doing 4 damage.
Got it. I'm still up.
Perfect. Does he have anything else? I have a million things in these character sheets. One sec. Did that. Oh, I should have used Solo Strike. You know what? I already hit. I already rolled the attacks. It's fine. Because those should have both been auto successes, but it's okay. So he has 2 more turns to auto success attacks until material form works off, and he loses the bonus. I believe that's all for Frankie, but Frankie's just going to stay close to you.
Good.
And actually, you see the shield disappear as he loses the toughness bonus, but you feel this like surge of grid energy. Actually, give me a grid tech roll, Warren, since you're so close.
Oh, absolutely.
So he's going to spend all 5 points of his grid surges on what he's about to do right now.
Ooh, that is a 23 total.
You feel him reaching out to a grid energy that you haven't seen yet. It feels connected to him, but not one of the ones that he uses primarily. As he reaches deep in, and you see forming in his hand a white falchion with a tiger head on the bottom. But as you look at the eyes of the thing, they go from red to black.
You see? You're still not strong enough. You still need all of the ranger gear in order to be some kind of menace. What power did she really promise you if you still need to use our things?
I know how to take advantage of what is given to me.
I think you're being taken advantage of.
He just grits his teeth. You can even hear it beneath the helmet a little bit. As we move to Goldar. 2 more attacks at disadvantage. But okay, that's a 12 and a 5. Or Goldar. He's trying. He is going to use his movement though and fly up in the air with you on his shoulders.
Oh wait, what does defend do?
Defend gives them a snag against their attack rolls against you.
Okay, so he's already got that.
Yeah, which means he auto misses that first attack anyway. But he's going to fly up in the air with you. So he misses, but you're on his shoulders as you feel these giant stone wings move behind you. You guys are about 20 feet up in the air right now.
20 feet ain't nothing.
Then we move to the top of initiative to Warren.
I want to try something.
Okay, go for it.
Because of all of my specializations in grid tech and power weapons and all of that, I want to summon Noah's sword into my hand.
Okay. Well, is this an ability, or are you just trying to like do it from grid tech stuff?
I'm just trying to do it from grid tech and power weapon because of the specializations I have in both of them, and since they're on the same team as me, we're using the same morphing grid wavelength. If there's a way I can just summon
give me
that.
a grid tech roll of advantage.
Okay. That it's absolutely happening.
What'd you roll?
Absolutely. That was a natural 20 on one of the D20s and an 8 on my D8.
So you hold your hand out and reach into the green grid energy of your friend to try to summon their weapon to you. But you feel something stronger in green energy that has been opened up because of what Frankie just did. Do you want to grab Noah's sword, or do you want to reach for this stronger weapon?
No, my intention was Noah's sword.
Okay. You summon
regardless
Noah's,
of
Noah's sword.
What's tempting me or what's
you had the option because of the double fucking crit.
No. My friends.
So you summon Noah's sword to your hand.
As I summon it, I'm going to spend 5 points of personal power.
Okay.
To fully charge the what is the name of Noah's sword, Simi?
No, I've never actually thought about that.
Debbie McStabberson.
The green stabby stick.
Mr. Pokey.
I thought I had named it. Did I not name it on here? The Harvest Blade.
Yeah, the
The
harvest.
Harvest
That's
Blade?
right.
I'm going to spend 5 points of personal power,
Mm-hmm.
make the flowers that are on the blade go from the roses and the vines that were there to these like purple and blue tulips
Mm-hmm.
and orchids, and fill the blade itself with blue energy. I'm power charging. For every point of personal power that I put into it, it deals 2 additional points of damage.
Okay.
So I put 5 points in it. If I hit, I deal 11 points of damage because it's just one sharp by itself.
Mhm.
And I am going to attack Frankie.
Okay. It will be a disadvantage because he has Smooth Like a Song.
I would have advantage from power focusers and the aptitude augmenters.
Okay.
So
Then it's a flat. Yeah, flat roll.
Okay. $26
26.
with a crit on the D20.
Okay. That hits.
So I deal
Knocking- you did
11 points of damage to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Knocks
fucked
Frankie
tealfish.
down to 3 points.
I didn't know my sword could do that.
That was awesome.
You just stab at him through the gut, and it actually gets through the crevice of the armor, and you see it burst through his back as he just coughs up blood in his helmet. Okay.
You were supposed to be one of the greatest Olivers to become a ranger. And you're letting all of them down.
This isn't over yet. Frankie's going to spend 2 personal power to activate his regenerative shield.
And then my last thing for my free action, I want to counterspell the darkness over Saba.
Okay. Give me a roll. This will be a much higher DC. So let me know what you get.
Understood.
That's power adaptation. Restore 1 hit point at the end of each turn for 1d6 turns. Okay. So that's a 4. So Frankie will get 1 health every turn for the next 4 turns. So at the end of this turn, he goes back up to 4.
Not as great as before, 24.
Ooh, just missed. You did a 25.
Can I spend a story point to reroll my D8?
Say no, because I already told you the result. If you would
Damn
ask
it.
beforehand. Yeah. But yeah, you go to reach out and you feel it like start to slip, but you feel this like corrupted Fey energy reach out through Frankie and tighten its hold on Saba as you hear Saba cry out in pain across the grid. Trini, or no, Cat
No.
actually.
Oh, Cat.
Cat is gonna take some more shots at Frankie. Frankie, stop this. What is wrong with you?
So many things.
She is definitely
All
rolling
of
like
the
she's
things.
distressed.
All
She
of the
rolled
things.
the D20 twice on each of those rolls and rolled 5s all 4 times.
Fuck's sake.
Just arrows bouncing off his armor. He doesn't even acknowledge her anymore.
Frankie, what's wrong with you? He's an Oliver.
Noah, you are up. You backed up. You see your weapon has been summoned into Warren's hand, like infused with his energy as he stabs it through Frankie. And you see up in the air is Bara and Goldar. It's about 20 feet up. And it looks like Goldar is starting to crumble.
How close am I to Frankie?
How much movement do you have?
35.
You moved half your movement last turn, so you're about 35 feet from Frankie.
Okay. I would like.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You don't even know what I'm thinking.
Don't do it.
Don't do what?
Do it.
Do it.
You're the leader.
Do
Do
I
it.
got this.
Whatever you're doing,
I got
do
this.
it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Don't do it.
Do
Do it.
it. Do it. Do it.
How close am I to Warren?
Same
About the
distance.
same.
Same.
They're
Okay,
right on
cool.
top of each other.
Perfect. I would like to use my movement to get next to Warren,
Okay.
and then I want to look at Warren and go, "Do you trust me?
Get out of here.
Do you trust me?"
Get out of here.
Take it as a yes.
As I still have sword through Frankie.
Do you guys need a moment here?
Oh, hush, you're fine. Stay there.
Get out of here.
Oh, as Cat just turned his finish, so Frankie heals another point. As you see, the wound is already starting to close up around the sword. It's starting to push the blade back out.
Get out of here.
Frankie's almost back to full because he was boosted above full for
I-
a while.
No, because Warren,
Get out of here.
2 turns.
no. And I want to spend a power point
Okay.
to punch the ground and use Power Quake.
Okay.
However, anybody within 15 feet has to roll either an athletics or an acrobatic skill test.
That would affect Warren as well.
And I don't have athletics or acrobatics, so I'd be rolling at disadvantage.
Yep. And I'll say Frankie won't roll at advantage because he has a sword through his gut. He'll just roll flat.
Oh no. Frankie's got all of his stuff. Frankie earned his stuff. You roll it. I built this character to level 10. This is the stuff he has.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's kind of hard to dodge when you have a sword in your gut. Frankie's gonna have a normal
Frankie
roll.
also has Saba in his hand
Yeah,
that
it's
could
fine.
shoot lasers at the ground.
It's a
Noah's
moot point
thought
anyway. I
process
just
is-
nat 20. Frankie is tough.
That's a 2.
So you power quake, and you knock Warren to the ground as there's a localized earthquake around you as the earth shatters beneath your guys' feet.
I'm gonna need Bara.
And we'll say with that, the sword pulls out of Frankie as you land and
I had to
heal.
try something.
And at the end of
Warren.
your turn, he heals another point back to his normal HP before the boost. Frankie's back up to 6. Trini.
Yeah, hey Bara, we're gonna need your help. So sorry about this. And I'm gonna aim directly up at Golduff.
Okay,
No,
go
you're
ahead.
good.
Take one. You can take the first attack by itself because, I mean, if you hit him, he'll die. Use that one. Goldar is very weak.
Before I shoot,
Please do.
before can you go ahead?
Yep, go ahead.
Hell yeah, let's go. I want you to know how much damage this is, by the way, going to do if I hit, because I haven't moved.
Probably a lot.
I'm gonna do about 5 damage.
Because it'll be halved because it's Pearson, but he's at 1 HP, so it doesn't even matter. It's still just going to kill him. If you hit.
At 24.
Yeah, so what's it look like as you shoot this arrow to finish him off?
All right, Bar, I'm gonna need your help. So give me a second, and I'm going to like pull the arrow back as far as it'll go from my hand, bite down on the actual arrow, and yank it further with my teeth. Because
With the
I'm
helmet on?
Because I'm saying because Frankie punched me so hard, the
Her
helmet,
helmet
like,
has teeth.
visor's
Yeah, your
broken.
helmet's shattered.
Yes, and just shoot straight up as there's this like blinding pink light that goes directly through Goldar's jaw and out.
Nice.
All right, Bara, come on down.
It's 20 feet. You're a Power Ranger. You're fine.
No. Hang on. When do I move, though? When does the fall happen?
Yeah, it's start of your turn.
Start of my
Which is
turn.
your turn's next, so it's later to start
Okay.
right now.
Then I'm not falling yet. So, like, let her finish.
Yeah, and then I'm going to take like another defensive stance and notch another arrow and get ready.
Okay. Do you have any other attacks?
I might as well take another one. I'm just gonna take a shot to Frankie.
Go for it.
Please
20,
believe me.
you gotta beat a 23.
Oh, I actually might do it for once.
Don't forget your upshift.
I have all my upshift stuff. It's all here.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter if I roll a 6.
Frankie's just immune to arrows, apparently. As they
Yeah.
just shatter off.
Immune to
All the
arrows.
arrow rolls have been shit, and then he stems so far.
That's in
Quick,
Dior's
someone get a
file.
crossbow.
To be fair, Frankie does have, like, an unbelievable amount of fucking armor on his morph, so it tracks.
What are you made of? I say out loud. And I'm going to take defense because I haven't moved.
You just say defend? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Bara, you start to
So-
fall. As this golem of Goldar falls to the ground, it starts to crumble into dust.
First things first. Bar looks at the thing crumbling beneath him and says, "Wizard of Oz wannabe." How far away is Frankie from me?
About 40 feet.
All right. I can't go. I'm gonna have to run. Oh, okay. I don't get to. Should have said 20. Anyway, I use my free action 20 foot of movement to just poof to the ground. I literally don't fall at all.
Mm.
I wanted him to be 20 feet away so I could go 20 feet higher and over towards him and fall on him. But I got 40 feet of movement, so Frankie, here I come.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a power point to give me the strike bonus in the first attack and a power point to give me triple strike and see what I can do with him.
Sounds good. Give me those rolls.
Just need a 4.
I think at this point, Frankie seeing you charge in and getting surrounded now will pop his shield back out. And on the big gauntlet hand recedes, and a shield grows out of the antlers.
Makes the first one a 3d6 attack. What's the difficulty on that one?
He's at 25. What did you say the first one was?
25. 3d6s. That's a rolling. Edge, submit. 31 on the first.
Okay, perfect.
And then the other two are shifted to D12. $23, which is going to make it. And $20 damage. First one hits anyway.
Okay. How much damage do you do?
6 fire.
6 fire. Okay, so that is half 2, 3. Perfect.
Frankie should be at 9 now from the regeneration.
He regenerated back up to full +1, so he's at 7. So he's back down to 4 after taking 3.
Gotcha.
Is that all for Bara?
Yeah, I want to say that was like 2 quick swings at his head that just missed completely, and the third one was just a stomach punch that hit.
Okay. I need everyone here to give me their evasion scores, please.
That should be higher now.
It's going to be a 3d6 roll for Frankie, by the way.
Oh,
21.
mine's currently 0.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, because you're on the ground.
Oh, well, okay, so
bad.
cool.
I automatically fail mine.
19.
19,
21.
21. What is Noah's?
16.
16.
Well, if we have dodgy, do I add the +2 to it then?
If it is that what Dodgy says?
Plus 2 bonus to evasion, yeah.
Yeah, then you're an 18.
So 18.
Not gonna matter for you guys though, because that 3d6. It's gonna be 19, 27. As Frankie,
Wait, hold on,
Just
hold on.
screamed.
Before you say anything else,
yeah,
I have Defender as a gen perk. Can I apply that to Warren? since
What
I'm
does
next to
Defender
him?
say?
When your will. Oh, I don't have my weapon. Never mind.
You do not. Your weapon is on the ground. That's to Warren.
Never mind.
But
I
as
do have something I want to leverage.
sure, what?
I'm willing to take all of the damage, spend a story point to teleport everyone who's within range over to where Trini is. Because I could spend a story point for gain access to a minor piece of equipment or tool for the scene, and our teleporters are teleporting is a minor piece of equipment.
Okay. Give me a grid tech roll. And everyone else, give me your. If you're going to try to resist this being teleported away, give me your willpower score.
If that was the case, should I said my evasion if we're not getting hit?
I mean, it still is going to target all of you. So, but what's
That's
your
fair.
what's your willpower if you don't want to be teleported away?
Oh,
So you guys feel a mass of both blue and white grid energy start to form in this football field right now.
or you know what? I will say that she doesn't, just out of the perspective of don't like that. Have had my mind taken over. What is this? 14.
Far away.
16.
How far away is Trini? Or to whoever you're teleporting us to? Sorry. That
I'm
was
sending
Trini.
you guys outside.
Warren's
of
trying to send you
the
guys
range.
away completely, like
Yeah.
teleport you, force teleport you,
To where though?
just
Safety.
away. Yeah, just a safety.
Away.
16.
Okay.
My fire's not going anywhere. 15.
Would you roll?
14.
I got a 19.
Okay.
My morphing grid tech roll.
So here's what happens as Frankie just yells out enough and slams down Saba into the ground, drop into a knee, as there's a burst of white grid energy that starts to blacken at the edges that blast out at all of you. You all feel a cold grasp of grid energy grab you and pull you away as you all three of you teleport away to the top of the school, to where you can still see the football field, but you're in safety. As you see a very small, like, pinprick of blue energy stand in this wave of white grid energy before it's overwhelmed, and you guys do not see Warren anymore.
What?
And as you look over at Frankie, enough of this. As he, in his hand, you see a very familiar scepter if you ever watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. As he throws the scepter at Goldar's ashes before pulling out a green dagger and blowing on the flute. And that is where we're going to go to break.
Fucking kidding me.
So, as we go to break for about 15 minutes, we will get back and we'll have our sword battle and maybe find out what happened to Warren. We'll see. See you guys soon. Hey everyone, welcome back as we dive into where we picked up the Frankie sending out a wave of white grid energy from Saba as Warren teleports away the other Rangers and they see from the school. As Warren disappears, Frankie, with Rita's scepter, throws it down and then pulls out the green dragon flute. You guys see Goldar start to reform into his stone form, start to get covered with this silvery mercurial energy, and then grow and grow and grow. As well as when Frankie starts to blow in the whistle, you see 4 swords start to head towards the school. First, from the nearby water, crawling out, rusted, and starting to like barely move as vines start to fill in the gaps of where the dragon sword has been broken down over time. So the dragon sword makes its way to Angel Grove, followed by the loud screech and clap of lightning across the sky as rock in the Thunderbird sword starts to fly down over the school as a storm starts to appear over Angel Grove High. Before you hear the galloping sound and see a very large, like green and black centaur. And last but not least, a loud roar of a lion. Or not lion, a tiger, as the white tiger sword also starts to run towards Angel Grove High. And as the 4 swords descend onto the stadium, they start to combine.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they start to combine as the winged Thunderbird sword plants its talons on the back of the dragon sword head, folded in and giving it wings. As the dragon head folds over as a like actual, like, you know how like the actual head pops out for like the mega sword. The centaur forms into the back and then stands up on its hind leg, almost doubling the size of the dragon sword as these thick centaur blades form over, and then the tiger sword jumps onto the sword and just forms like this white armor around the sword. As the Fey Prince Megasword forms in the middle, you see him reach behind him. The tail disconnects. He holds it up and it becomes a giant lance in his hand. Well, 1 ranger down.
Warren.
Come out, kids. Warren's not picking up. You're static.
So we lost Warren.
We did
Guess it's
not
ti-
lose Warren.
I don't mean.
Looked like he vaporized.
Shut up, Bara.
You guys look over to Kat. I'm going to get help. Summon your Zords. I'll be back as soon as I can. We're going to need more for this. And you see her teleport back to the power chamber.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Time to go big or go home.
Okay. So you guys summon your Zords. You see rushing from the sky not just the yellow Fey Dragon Sword and the pink Fey Phoenix Sword, but also a very familiar shape of the blue Fey Spain Sword still joining you guys as you summon the swords. And then summoning from the ground itself in front of you, the green Dryad Storm crawls its way out from in front of the school as the four swords alight in front of you, and you guys can jump into them.
Yep.
Yep.
You hear a very familiar voice coming from the blue sword. I hope this is okay, but I was able to use my connection to your guys' morphers to at least give you some help. You hear the very familiar voice of I can't remember his name right now.
Dion.
No,
No.
the Cerberus familiar.
Oh, Chiron.
Chiron. You hear Chiron's voice piloting the Blue Ranger sword. It's not the best control, but I can at least help you guys if you need to combine.
Might be a good idea, yeah, you know.
Yeah. But where's our blue? If
I don't know. I can sense him somewhere, but he's not in this realm right now. He's hurt.
he's not in this realm?
Would you?
Hold on.
That's questions for later. Combine, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, go big or go home, guys.
Yeah, as you see the three winged swords start to form around the Dryad sword from fusing into the familiar three or six winged, I should say, Fey Megasword. You stand tall in front of both Goldar and the Fey Prince Megasword. Everyone, Simi, you're the leader. Roll initiative for me.
Okay.
Initiative for Goldar and Frankie.
This one and
He's not dead. Well, he's not here. He's kind of vaporized,
He
Bara.
left.
This is not not the time.
Kind of look like he went poof.
not the time for pragmatic reality here.
well.
Trying not to cry.
What was your initiative roll, Simi?
12.
12. Okay. So as you guys form into the Fey Megasword, embrace yourself. The Fey Prince Sword just starts to slowly walk towards you guys. You see the wings on its back like come up, turn inward, and you see these missiles on either side as they shoot at you with its wing blasters. What is the toughness score for the Megasword?
23.
23. Okay.
Yeah. If I'm reading that right.
They both miss. That's a 17 from the right wing and a 21 from the left wing as they both just scatter around you. You guys move out of the way. The school's blown up. The school's gone. 100%. The school's just blown into pieces. And there's just black void energy in like a crater where the school used to be.
Bar's head is nodding, and he goes, "This is a good day."
It is
That's
your
the
guy.
nicest thing they've done today.
It is your turn. The Megasword's about 15 feet from you. And we're talking about in sword like lanes. I don't know what that would actually be. The equivalent of 15 feet from you, as the Goldar is like hovering in the air about 10 feet behind their sword.
I don't remember how the Zord.
So we're going to. So the way it rolled, you guys rolled initiative, it was going to be Frankie, the face, or Goldar, and then back to initiative. But we'll just go back and forth between you guys and the villains. The three of you roll initiative. We'll see who goes first each turn for you guys. Oops. So like it'll go them, then one of you, them, then one of you, them, then one of you. That's how we'll do it. Because you all control the dinosaur pretty much.
Four.
8.
8.
19.
Okay, Simi, what are you gonna do? So you have control. You guys are standing in the cockpit next to each other.
And you said they're how far away?
About 15 feet away from you.
See, Noah's angry and just wants to just like you vanished, Warren. You keep doing this stuff and just takes the sword and straight stab at the Fae Prince.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Oh no. Go away. Is that just what is that? Oh no. I've broken things too.
And that'd be some shit, Samurai, if I waited this long to now use tightness against them instead of using it for Frankie with Arcanites.
Hate that.
I'm not that. I already got that. He got enough swords. They don't need tightness. That'd be overkill.
What? 18 plus 7 is. What is 18 plus 7?
25.
18 on the d20 plus 7 on the d8.
25.
25?
25? Yeah.
Just hits. Hit it right on the dot. How much damage does that do?
That is 3 sharp.
Pretty sure. Arc, you probably know. For Mega Swords, how does damage get distributed again? Is it for one part or is it spread across? I don't remember.
Targeted parts. So if Noah was attacking with the sword through the center of it, you would use the big number, not any of the smaller
Okay,
ones.
so where would you have aimed at? Would you have aimed the lower body would be Rowan, the torso would be the dragon sword, the armor area would be the tiger sword, and if you aim for its back, then it's the thunderbird sword.
I'm going straight for the chest.
Straight for the chest. So it's gonna be, you said 3 damage. 3 damage to the center. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna move over to Goldar. As Goldar is just gonna dive in with his sword and take like a flyby attack on you guys. $17 and a 22. I think those both miss, right? What's the AC or tough? I keep saying AC toughness. 23.
Did someone throw water at it?
Yep. They both miss.
He dives in and you guys just parry it away as he kind of like spirals towards you with his sword.
The water boy's dead.
And with that, we're gonna cut away for a second. Warren,
I'm dead.
you are surrounded by white, bleeding out very heavily. You're no longer morphed, but you can stand up in this place. It's like a white void.
Warren will stand up. He's like looking. He's unmorphed. They got him away safe. They could do it. They can absolutely do it.
They did. You did get them away safe. You turn to see a very, very, very elderly looking woman, but still somehow one of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life. Like you feel that otherworldly charm that Oberon possesses. She just kind of like limps over to you and gestures, and you see it's 2 seats form. Don't have much time, but take a seat, child.
Warren tries to help her sit down first.
She tried to appreciate it. She pats your cheek, and you're back to full health.
Okay.
That was a very noble, but very dumb thing you did. Your friends are okay, but they're not necessarily out of the woods yet. And she waves her hand, and you see the battle going outside the school. As you see them dodge as the school blows up, and they're 2-1 fighting this Mega Sword and Goldar.
But they were able to dodge it. If I didn't move them, they wouldn't be there for the fight. I did the right thing.
You did. And you can still help them. But we're going to need to make some changes. As she reaches into your shirt and pulls your morpher out, you see the crystal is broken in half. You used your connection to the grid. You shattered your connection to the blue grid to do that. But you've found your place here. If you can't tell, we are in the grid itself now, where it kind of bleeds into the Fae realm. So I was able to pull you here to help.
The space in between.
Yes. Between the grid, between realms beyond, like our realm, the elemental realms. This is where they kind of all are coalescing right now with everything going on in Angel Grove. There's a chance that this power might accept you. And with your corrupted ranger out there possessing this power, we have an opportunity to access it.
I'll only take it if it means I could save him.
It means you'll have a chance.
That's all I need.
You see her reach into like her robes and pull out Saba. No longer corrupted. This is gonna hurt. It's been a while since anyone's harnessed the white energy of the grid. So brace yourself. You go to reach out. She lifts it and stabs it directly into the crystal. Through the crystal into your chest.
Oh, fuck.
And you just feel an explosion of grid energy course through your body. And you explained to me what the Fae Solar Namian Lion Ranger looks like.
So it is very reminiscent to the other Faerie Arcana Force Rangers, but this time completely white. Where there would normally be the mouthpiece and then the visor. It's almost like the lion's mouth is open over most of the top and bottom of the face, and the rest of it is a visor. Gold trim around the teeth, around the eyes, lines of gold, like a neck piece of gold fur around the neck and then over the shoulders. As Saba becomes 2 3-bladed clawed weapons over each one of Warren's hands in this form.
And as you settle in the form, the 2 eyes where the lion headpiece is lights a very familiar red, and you hear a voice in your helmet. Nice to meet you, Warren. Name is Saba.
I've heard a lot about you.
Yeah. We'll talk more after we go beat up my nephew-in-law. I don't know how this connection works with me and Tommy, but
We save him
save him.
first of all. Let's do it.
Good luck, child. I'll be here.
I'll be back.
And as you feel yourself pulled back, you get a sense with your connection now to the sun itself that you were just talking to Mother Summer herself. Predates all the Fae. And you wake up back outside in Angel Grove. And you see the battle in the distance, and you can feel your sword humming, wait in for your call.
Rake the claws through the air and summon the solar Nemean lion Zord to the battlefield.
All of you at the stadium hear a loud roar. It shakes the ground itself as you see running towards the school this massive white lion sword with golden accents, whose whole body just seems to be armored in this fur around it. Like the fur of the armor seems very thick and like condensed in. And as it jumps and flips up next to you, it morphs into it stands up into its warrior form. And more, it becomes more of like the stereotypical white knight paladin-esque look, as you see this shield form of like this, the fur itself just becomes a shield as it hardens up. And you hear connection back to your guys' communicators. What do you want to say, Warren?
You guys got this. I'm just here to be backup.
See, Trini, I told you he'd be fine. You thought he was dead.
I was dead.
Huh?
Huh?
Excuse me?
I'm gonna make an opening.
Can we roll? We're gonna come back to that.
We're definitely coming back to that nerd.
You don't get
Let's
to
go.
just say that.
It is your turn, Warren. What do you want to do?
So the Nemean Lion Warrior mode is in motion, has an autopilot of D6. So I want to move out. I'm not in the Zord.
Mhm.
I want to teleport to the corrupted Saba inside of the amalgamation Zord that Frankie's in.
Yeah, you end up in a cockpit. You see this corrupted Saba in his hand, like his almost like a joystick that he's driving the sword with, and just black and gold energy surrounding this area, kind of like waving off of him. He looks back. I knew it'd be too easy. You see him hit a button to turn the Zord on the autopilot, and he turns around to face you. So we're going to have a ranger battle while we're having a Zord battle. Okay.
Let's go.
As I appeared, I did have the Clawed Armor Battleizer activated
Okay.
already. And yeah, I'm going to fuck this dude up right now.
Go for it.
The first attack that I want to make is a Thunderous Roar attack from my Nemean Claw Grid Relic.
Hell yeah.
So, oh, this just happens. Frankie is deafened for 4 minutes.
Okay. There's some, you guys hear, even you guys from outside the Zord hear this loud roar as you see the Megazord shake, and Frankie inside the Zord just grabs his helmet and screams.
As he grabs his helmet, I'm going to take both of the Nemean claws and then go up under where he's got his hands around here, in between there, and I'm going to drive his head into my knee.
Okay. Give me that attack roll. He is at a 23.
That's super cool. I get to use Power Weapon while in Battleizer for melee attacks.
Love it.
And I get to turn all of the damage to energy damage.
Love it.
Yes. 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Deals 3 points of energy damage.
Sounds good.
And then for my free action, I am going to spend a point of personal power, and from wherever the cockpit is on this amalgamation Fae Prince Zord, you guys see gold and white light emanate out of it, and you watched Warren like knee drive into Frankie's head in the fight. Use inspiration or shining leader for the rest of this round. So every time each one of you attacks, you have edge on your attack rolls.
Perfect.
for the rest of this run.
And as you see that brief light from the cockpit and see that happen, as the knee hits Frankie in the face, it actually looks like the sword got rocked as well backwards. It's going to take 2 damage. Okay.
And then the Nemean Lion Zord is going to do a Solar Shine attack on Goldar.
Okay. Got a 2 beat. 22.
Got it. Absolutely beat that with a natural 20 and a 6 on the D6 for 26.
Yeah, as you see the Nemean lion just hold the shield in front of its face, roar, and this just blast of solar energy just ricochet off the shield and hit him in the air. He is going to be blinded
And 4 points of radiant damage.
for 6 turns, because I just rolled a 6 on the D6. You said how much damage?
4 points of radiant damage.
Okay. He's not looking great already.
Oh, wait, that was a crit on the D20, so that would have been 8 points of radiant damage.
Like I said, he's not looking very great. Okay. We are going to be back to, let's see.
That was on
Goldar.
Frankie, right?
That attack was on Goldar.
Oh, gotcha.
We are going to be over to Frankie. Okay, so I got to make 2 different attacks here. So first, Frankie's going to attack at Warren in the cockpit. And since it is just the 2 of you, I will get Solo Strike. And I am in turbo mode still. So that's going to be D12 plus... It's going to be an auto success. He has 4 upshifts from a D10.
What kind of attack is he doing on me? Is he trying to grapple me or something?
He's going to use his grapple, and he's going to melee attack you.
He has a snag on any attempts to grapple, push, or forcefully move me while I'm in the clawed armor battleizer.
Perfect. Then the grapple becomes a flat roll, and we'll say it's not an auto success. We'll go down with him, so a 3d6 on the grapple attack, that is.
And I'm currently at 27 toughness
How
in the clawed armor. And
I rolled
morphed.
a 3, a 1, a 2, and a 5, so 10 on the grapple. And then the melee attack itself will be an auto success. So you will take 4 points of blunt damage from the Mercurial Wraps as he just socked you across the jaw.
2 points because of clawed armor.
Hell yeah. And then you see
Still
him just
standing.
like reach a hand back, and you see Saba move as he is going to use his twice a day ability. He's gonna. You see the Mega Sword in front of you. The inside chamber opens up, kind of like how Iron Man uses his Unibeam, and you just see this massive black energy start to form as he uses the Fae Port Blast. That's gonna be a 25, so that will definitely hit. You guys take 8 points of void damage, and he's gonna aim for the torso, which is the biggest part, so I believe that will be from Semi-Sword. So on your biggest health pool, one of you just marked down that you'd have 8 damage off the torso part. Not really a way to track it on the handout. So one of you track the health for the Megazord for me.
I can do that.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks, because I was trying to figure that out.
And it
Yep, I
is,
gotcha.
I believe, Gus. What would you like to do?
Well, kind of looks like Frankie's getting his butt whooped by the big white lion. And Bara really doesn't like that the flying monkey came back. So, can I just get to choose whatever, even though?
Yeah, you can use anything from the Megazord. You all are in control of it simultaneously.
Gotcha. I'm gonna take a face forward swipe then.
Okay.
Only like as it comes down, because it's me doing the attack, it like flips into a samurai sword quick, just from the ninja thing, just like
Okay.
flashes to it. And then
Sounds good.
yeah, we'll see what happens. What am I rolling?
I should say it on the handout.
D20 on a D8. Gotcha.
Yeah. So against
Well, that's a
Goldar.
nat 20
Okay.
and a 1 on the 8.
That will only hit because of that 20. Because the 21 it would not hit normally, but it does hit. So you deal. What's the base damage for it?
3 sharp.
For sure. So how do you kill Goldar?
I mean,
Goldar had 2 left after that 8 points of damage from the fucking last attack.
Trini took him out with an arrow to his underside that went straight up through him last time, so the sword's going the same way.
Yeah, you actually see a crack still there from the arrow that's just been expanded. You just pretty
Slides
much
it between his legs.
yeah,
and
you
goes,
pretty much just shove the sword up his ass and break him in half. There's just a very loud, not even a scream, like a very loud whine from Goldar before he just shatters into rock. With that, we'll move back to Frankie. So Frankie inside the cockpit will only go when you go, Warren. So after you go, he'll go. But the sword itself still gets to move every other turn. So the sword's going to move over to you guys. It's going to pull its lance up and just try to stab right in your gut. So it's a D10. It's a 14 on the first attack. That misses. And that's a nat 20 on the second attack. But it was not a crit on the skill die, so it's just normal damage. As you guys take 4 points of sharp damage as it stabs right into the armor. We'll say it's off one of the component parts. You can pick whatever one this time, Javante.
Okay.
So just pick one of those.
And how much damage was you say?
It was 4 sharp.
4 sharp? Okay.
We'll move on to you. Yeah. What would you like to do? Goldar's gone. You see Frankie's getting rocked by Warren's new form inside the form, but the Megasword's still fighting normally with you guys.
You have an edge on your attacks as well.
I know. We're really close to it. We have an edge. I would say we're sufficiently mad. I'm going to hit it with Season's Fury.
Okay. You're going to use the once a day attack?
Yep.
Go for it. You see this amalgamation of winter, autumn, summer, and spring.
Formed
The
into
4
an arrow.
elements. 4 elements form together. Yeah, since you're controlling it, it does form into a bow and arrow.
Rolling. I'm not going to look at what I get. I don't want to see this.
Is Frankie truly immune to arrows in this episode? We'll find out. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. I just had the episode right there.
Oh, that doesn't look like a good reaction.
So
28.
28 hits.
Never mind.
So 25.
Because that's a nat 20 and an 8 on the D8.
So what is the normal damage?
7 radiant.
7.
So this is going to do 14 damage. That puts his torso. Is it all at the torso?
Yeah.
That puts his torso to 1 HP.
It's aiming directly where that where the light shined, and you just hear from the Megazord, "Told you I was hitting you with this, you son of a bitch," and the arrow flies directly into it.
There's just a massive explosion of elemental energy as it just rockets right through. Before that opening he made for his own mega attack, before it fully closes, just jams right through the center of the heart of the Zord. And we move over to the Megazord again. As you actually, oh shit. As you see Frankie actually react from that in the Zord itself, Warren is like stumble back, holding his chest. Looks back and then focuses back on you as the Megazord is going to use its second version of that attack for the day, since you want to pull yours out.
Nuh-uh.
That is a 26. So you guys will
Fuck.
take another 8 points of damage And he's going to aim for one of the chest. So I don't know if that takes it out or not, but it's probably
It
close.
does not. We have one more.
Both have 1 point on the torsos. I love this. Just a blast back right at it. But we kick back over to Warren. Frankie's in bad shape. You can feel the Megazord around you also struggling to keep the dual concentration between fighting you and this, and fighting Frankie himself, fighting off Teen Titan still inside of his own mind.
Did Warren roll better than Noah?
Huh?
Did Warren roll better than Noah?
I have the grid relic ability that gives me edge and advantage to initiative.
That's fair.
And I have follow me to go first in initiative as the White Ranger.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, 'cause we were back to the top of the initiative, so it'd be back to Warren because Warren jumped in the middle of the battle.
Beat the shit out of him.
So I want this to be almost simultaneous. The Nemean Lion Warrior mode is going to make another solar shine into the center of the Fae Prince Zord.
Okay.
One.
Because it's aiming where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Roll this real quick. 24.
24 misses.
24 misses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Toughness is 25.
Just for you. Okay. Well then, I'll say that as that light wraps over the area, even though it's not able to do the damage itself,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit of flavoring on this energy blast with my grid relic. I want to cleanse the curse off of Frankie.
Okay.
Using the connection to Saba, the White Ranger powers, all of it. I want to cleanse it through the energy blast.
Give me a grid tech roll.
Got it. And I will inspire myself.
Sounds good.
Spend a story point first. Much better. And then inspiration. 6, 5 is 11, and 19 is a 30 altogether.
So what does this look like as you do this?
And so taking the Nemean claws and almost cutting through the air in front of Warren's chest, bringing a small nova there, while simultaneously connecting with Saba in the position that it's in, with the head facing towards Frankie. The eyes shift from the black that it was to little bits of red as Saba's mouth opens up just barely with a little bit of gold light. It goes, "You're better than this. Always have been." And then push this bright gold light into him with the white light from Saba connecting into him as well.
You feel your mind link, and you feel yourself pulled back into that in-between spot. But now there's the white energy mixing with the corruption of the void. You see the green and silver kind of meshing together, and you see Frankie fighting Teen Titan. Literally, as Frankie, not more of just full-out fist fighting this dude. And you just join in, and the two of you start to beat down Teen Titan. You grab Frankie, and you guys teleport out. And as your mind disconnects back, standing in front of you is same look as the Fae Prince Ranger, but now with the color scheme of the Void Knight from Cosmic Fury. And next to you, in the similar form, but without the corruption, is a silver and green Frankie. Huh. Looks like I have to keep the toys you guys gave me. It's gonna be fun. Thanks, kid.
What?
This one's mine though, and I pull Saba into my hand.
It's been in our family long enough. Enjoy. And he hits a button on the wall, and you feel the Mega Sword break apart as the swords that Frankie controls starts to leave. But the King Titan starts to laugh. I think you guys forgot that this was only a distraction. It's too late. My queen's gonna be here any second, and you guys feel an explosion of grid energy from Angel Grove Park. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
Fuck you, we won.
So, we have our finale in 2 weeks, everybody. Same time, and we will see how the culmination of this ritual, the Fae machinations in the background, and see what happens as we fight and try to prevent Queen Titania taking her Angel Grove. But before that, let's bounce around and tell everyone where they can find you, and if you have anything that you have coming up, and we will go in reverse order. So, Javante.
Howdy, y'all. My name is Javante. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet at Javante, currently on X. I have a casting call still going until the 8th. Do you like One Piece? Do you like pirate adventures in anime? I have a casting call for Set Sail, a One Piece D&D adventure campaign.
Me not totally trying to decide if I have time to do that or not.
Utilizing the rules of One Piece 5e, which is a really awesome system that was made via some really cool dudes over on Reddit. That casting call is still going up and will be up until the 8th. You can also check out my streams on twitch.tv/eclipse613, where we're running the final 2 episodes of Nightmares and Fireflies, Changeling the Lost Game, starting to finish that off. Also, you can catch me on Paige's channel here on Sunday when I'm doing Daggerheart, playing everybody's favorite Gorilla Boy. And that's it lately.
Perfect. Gus.
I'm Gus. I'll be here in 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Nice and simple. Love it. Art.
I am your lighthouse keeper, lore writer, beacon onto all beacons, normally your grid master, except every other Tuesday where I'm here with Paige, playing Warren Andros, the now solar Nemian Faerie Arcana Force Ranger, because I died. This wasn't planned at all for me to die.
I totally didn't reach out to Art. It's like, hey, I can't leave next episode.
Gotta beat you with your own shoes.
I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, unless I'm here doing a lot of nostalgia course stuff, including Power Rangers, Digimon, Pokemon, all the wonderful things with that. I've got some cool projects coming up soon. 5-episode miniseries of Power Rangers that takes place way before any Ranger team had ever existed before. I've got a Digimon TTRPG that the casting call is going out for here super soon, as well as Power Rangers Storm Strike will be starting in September over on twitch.tv/arclightcourt with some familiar faces for some of you. You never would have guessed by any means whatsoever. But that is me, Arclight Court.
And Simi.
Hi everyone, I'm Simi Ray. You can find me everywhere at Simi Ray 1. I don't have the cool spiel that Art does, but I'm streaming now. So you can catch me every Sunday at twitch.tv/SimiRay1. That's about all I got. You'll catch me here every other Tuesday, trying not to cry.
It's okay. Just one more episode, Sim. It'll be fine.
Every time you say it'll be fine, I get scared. No.
But do you die?
But did you die though?
But did you die?
Not this time.
No, Art
I was
died.
I was expecting to be dead until next episode. I didn't know I was coming back this episode.
Nah,
too.
there's too much in the finale, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, I'm Paige, aka Pluto Cleric. I am a queer trans woman streamer and game master on quest to run every game in the known universe. As you all heard from my last little Dragon Age playthrough and stuff, I am rebranding a lot of stuff on the channel. You will see new overlays and everything the next solo stream I do. But also, we'll be switching to one campaign at a time after August. So keep an eye out for the changes. There'll be more time to just jump on and do variety streams, community streams, and just hang out with you guys. So I'm not overworking myself with 3 campaigns at once. But with that, next week, same time, 10 p.m. Eastern, we have the finale for the Death Was Easy campaign. We have 2 players left to fight Sagrius, so this will go great for them. I'm sure they will survive. And then this Sunday is the penultimate episode of our Daggerheart campaign, the Emperor of Cato, where last episode the melee ended in yet another murder. I haven't almost killed someone every session. It's fine. They'll figure out what's going on at some point. They only got 2 episodes left, but that'll be Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Beyond that, I might be appearing in some art stuff coming up. Might be appearing in some of Javant. Pretty much, you can almost always find one of us on each other's channel. Is the key thing here. But yeah, that's all for me. I will be at Gen Con, but I'm not participating in Gen Con because they're a bunch of scientist lovers, so fuck Gen Con. But I will be around to hang out with my friends, so if you see me, come say hi. But yeah, with that, we will see you guys in 2 weeks for the finale. Have a good night.